the next day I started thinking, what do I want to do with my life? What matters? What's important to me? And that's when I had this idea for the School of Travel. Why is travel important? How can I share that with people? And so from this moment going forward in all of my episodes that I'm going to share with you, I'm going to keep unraveling this concept, this idea, this vision. And what's also interesting is here on Koh Phangan, 35 years ago I was here, and that's the birth of this idea, this vision that I have. And 25 years ago, our documentary came here, and we're about to meet someone who actually becomes a part of our lives, a good friend to my wife who at this moment in time, 25 years ago, I hadn't met. And we're gonna meet someone who marries one of our Canadian cast, and she's not from Canada. First day back on Koh Phangan. We had an amazing day. The sunset is spectacular. What is not to like? Having myself a nice morning coffee here. And for all of 50 baht, look at that. That's like €1 and a little bit. Look at this. That's a big portion. What do you think, Casper?
Portion. This is what I usually get at home. It's a huge portion.
So we stayed here a couple nights. The bathroom is nothing special. The room itself is nothing special, but we do have a nice view off the balcony. There's a sunset view, so the water is right there. And there's a small pool. This place is okay. There's a few things that just aren't thought out. Yeah, that's the bathroom. And then this is the storage for our luggage. So we actually have a bit of space. And it's a decent balcony. It's actually quite cool in here, even though it's hot outside. Everything's covered. We're beachfront though, and this is 740 baht, €20, I think 19 and 80 cents if we're gonna be exact. And I'm gonna show you the beachfront right now. So we're staying just a few doors back down there. This is off season, that's why we're getting such good prices. In fact, we were staying a little further down the beach, and I walked along the beach and looked for a place that looked nice, and well, this is nice. So just across from that really nice shaded restaurant, this is the most incredible place to sit in the evening. We're gonna come here later and look at the sunset, which is right out there. And I'm gonna check out.
Mostly we relaxed, sometimes explored, but in general took it all in. The island was a tropical paradise. Pristine beaches, jungle, good food, clear water, and great company.
No, you.
While on the island, we met several fellow travelers with whom we bonded, two of which, Micah and Clemens, would become an important part of our travels yet to come.
Yeah, we're on our way for a few hours now.
Good traveling, good.
Soon our time on the island also came to an end.
Life is full of irony, because when I was in my 20s, I wanted to create a documentary of some kind where we would have people who were older and maybe with photos, because that's all we had back in those days, looking at old photos. Someone could share what their past travels meant and how it affected their life, how it changed their life. And right now in our old documentary, we're at that pivotal moment where exactly that is happening, completely unscripted, unplanned. And we meet Micah and Clemens. And we had a nice week with them on the beach. We hardly took any film or photos of that time. We just had a really nice time together. And you know, it's kind of noted in the short clips that we offer, because that's all we had on our reels. And basically we're saying, hey, we met these guys, it was nice and fun, and now we're saying goodbye.
New friends we had made departed, and we readied to do the same. One of our companions and friends, Derek, having met some people, decided to stay behind. So we sailed away to continue our tour of the South, one traveler less than we started with.
And also our small group. This is the whole School of Travel premise, was that we get young people together, share some amazing experiences. So you have the comfort of, you know, having everything worked out for you, a plan, and seeing things that you just otherwise wouldn't see. And we do that for a short bit of time with the knowledge that everyone is going to go off and start their own independent travel and really discover travel on their own terms.
For the next couple of days, we stayed a few hours outside of Suratani in a rural area where we met some of the local children. We learnt from them probably as much as they did from us. We played and explored. But as with all the places that we visited, we couldn't stay long. Soon we moved on. The next day, we explored a huge natural preserve and bird sanctuary, and were awed by what we saw. In small boats, we motored around the sanctuary admiring the various plant and bird species we saw. It was like nothing any of us had ever seen.
Just gonna sweat another bucket load and get on a ferry to Koh Tao. So we were over there. Now we're over here, getting onto this boat. Everyone's loading. So if you're in Koh Phangan, know what ferry, that's where everybody comes into. That seems like the obvious choice for where you get your ferry. Know your boats. Well, it's low season, so fortunately we've got lots of space. It's a small thing to note, but it's probably pretty useful. Toilet paper is often outside of the toilet area, so it's not in there. Good to know. And the piers are always a little bit similar. This is us arriving in Koh Tao. We're gonna stay here at the White Jail. It's a hostel, but it's 3 beds in a room, and we have our own bathroom, so that's perfect for us. So we don't have to share with other people, and we get kind of your hostel kind of a rate. 3 minutes, like just back there is the pier, and we just walked here 3 minutes, so we don't have to pay, you know, another 20 euro for transport here and there. We're gonna rent motorbikes because tomorrow we're gonna go over to Shark Bay early in the morning. Between 7 and 10 a.m. is when you can see giant sea turtles and reef sharks. This is a good time of year for it, so we're hoping for the best.
I did it. You saw that, right?
No, I was
No, you saw that, right? Yeah.
So Casper's earned his 50 points before anything came, so he won. But I think I won. It only took an hour, but that is one really good, nice coffee. With this, we got burgers. What did you get?
Tofu burger.
Tofu burger. Beef burger. Thai beef. Same. That's the other bite. That's Henriette. Oh, Henriette gets that one. Casper's gonna hop on the back with me. Henriette's gonna carry the bag and ride with that bag. It's really funny. Koh Tao is like Thailand menu. We go down there. It's all motorbikes. We just got here on the streets. It's too small of an island for big cars and trucks to come to. There are some vehicles, but not much. Larger vehicles, 4-wheel vehicles. It's mostly motorbikes. And we're gonna go up here to see the sunset. A lot of people have come up as well. So it's called the Secret Bar. I don't think it's much of a secret. There seems to be a lot of people that have found out about this place. Sunset. Well, we think. Looks a little cloudy tonight, but we've seen some amazing sunsets in the last few days. So here we have a good overview of Thailand, and both our current day story and 25-year-old travel adventure have brought us here to Koh Phangan. This is Hadron Beach, and we took a Song Tao over to the main pier And then Henriette, Casper, and I took a boat to Koh Tao.